So now for this, we shall try the PERT diagram. So PERT diagram is activity on arrow network, and first event. Event number 1. So only T1 is having without any precedent. So I can start T1. T1. For this, the expected duration is 3 and the standard deviation is 0.33. So after T1 is over, we'll be ended with second event. So once T1 is over, 2 events we can start, T2 and T4. So T2, T4. So the standard deviation for T2, expected duration for T2 is 2.16 and the standard deviation is 0.5. For T4, expected duration is 5 and the standard deviation is 0.66. So you can also follow up. You can also take a notebook and follow this. So once T2 is over, we'll be ending with an event. What is this? T2. T2, T4 both are started. T2 is over means we'll be ending up event 3 and from this we can start T3. So T3 can be started. T3, the same activity on arrow network diagram what we have derived out yesterday. Okay. T3 3.16 is the expected duration and its standard deviation is 0.83. Okay. So if I am making any mistake, you can intimate me. Okay. So when T3 and T4 are over, both will end up in same event. That is event 4. Okay. From that, event 5 can start. Sorry, activity 5. Okay. T5 can start, for which the expected duration is 2 and the standard deviation is 0.33. Now, after T5 is over, we'll be ending in 5th event. That will be the last event. Okay. So now we shall start marking the expected duration for the event and expected standard deviation for the event. Okay. So here expected duration for the event is 0 because this is the first event. So task 1 is performed. So 0 plus 3 becomes 3 here. Now for this path we shall try. Okay. So here third week plus 2.6. So 2.16. So 5.16 here. Then from here, how can we proceed? .16 here. Now we shall proceed with this part. 5.16 plus 3.16 becomes 8.32. Am I right? .32 here. Now this part. This part is having 3 plus 5, 8. So 8 versus 8.32. Which is bigger? 8.32 is bigger. So 8.32 is taken. Now for this 8.32 plus 2 becomes 10.32. So here it is 10.32. Now earliest dates are filled. Duration. Okay. Now standard deviation for each. So that we should fill here. So here 0, 0 plus 0.33 becomes 0.33. Okay. So instead of this normal circle, we can also make a distinguish between PERT technique and activity on arrow technique like this. Okay, both can be used. So now 0.33 I filled here, standard deviation. Now for this. So adding to standard deviation is not normal way. 0.33 plus 0.5. In that way we cannot add. So how do we add? 0.33 whole square. Can anyone calculate this? Plus 0.5 whole square. Take square root. So what is the value? Can anyone calculate and tell? I'm not having the answer. .33 whole square plus 0.5 whole square. If you are typing in the chat box, then I couldn't see because I am in presentation mode, full screen occupied. I am not viewing the chat box. Point. Final result. 0.598. So can I make 0.6? 0.6 approximately. Okay. So this becomes 0.6. And here, to draw the standard deviation here, we have two possibilities. 0.33 whole square plus 0.5 or we can take 0.6 whole square plus 0.83 whole square. These two we can take and find out the square root. 0.6 whole square plus 0.83 whole square. What is the result? 0.6 whole square plus 0.83 whole square and total square. What you are telling is the answer. One point. So here I should write 1.024. 1.02. Okay, we shall limit to that. Okay. Now we have to cross verify if this is crossing that. 0.33 whole square plus 0.66 whole square and total square root. 0.33, 0.66. Obviously, by simply seeing the value, it will be lesser than that. So, but still we have to check 0.33 whole square plus 0.66 whole square. Okay, so that is lesser. So we shall take this value 1.02. Okay, now 1.02 whole square plus 0.33 whole square. 1.02 whole square plus 0.33 whole square. Yes. 1.07. Very good. So here we should write 1.07. So now all the standard deviation for the event are calculated. Okay. So almost all the events we have completed. Now this empty portion we can fill our expected time to complete and we shall check the Z value. So how do we check the Z value? Z equal to capital T minus expected duration of the event. Expected duration of the event divided by standard deviation of the event. Okay, so in that way we shall calculate. Now, as per the question, what is the question? Probability of completing the project by 10th week. So, completing the project means 5th event. So, 10th week, if I am going to complete means what is the Z value? So, capital T equal to 10 minus expected duration for the event is 10.32. 10.32 whole divided by standard deviation of the event, that is 1.07. 1.07. Now what is the Z value? Quickly tell. It will be 0.3 minus 0.32 divided by 1.07. Z equal to minus 0.29. Am I right? Okay, minus 0.29. Now we can cross verify this. We can use this with the chart. Okay, so we have a chart, Z value chart. Minus 0.29. So minus 0.29 may come here. Okay, so it is crossing here approximately. So not meeting the target is 60%, but they are asking for meeting the target. So obviously it is 40%. So for this question, the answer is 40% chance to complete the project in 10th week. So that is the answer for this question. So probability of completing the project by 10th week is only 40%. So what we should do? Only less than half of chance is there to complete it by 10th week. So the project manager has to decide upon this. He has to choose 11 days or 12 days. Okay, so that he can successfully complete the project. So this is how we can evaluate the risk factor of the project. Okay. So I hope you got some good idea about how do we use this PERT technique. Okay. So now we shall move on to another example. With this example, we shall try similar. So to draw activity on node network, activity on arrow network, and we shall try using PERT approach by including optimistic time and pessimistic time. Okay. So first we shall try activity on node network, then activity on arrow network to identify critical path, and then finally try to find out the probability of completing the target based on Z value. Okay. So now this is the question. Activity A don't have any precedent. Activity B, C, D, all these three are having precedent as A. A should be completed, then only we can start B, C, D. Then E can be carried out when D is over. F can be carried out when B and C are over. G can be carried out when E and F are over. Okay. So now we shall quickly draw this. You can also parallelly draw. So now activity on node network. So a start node and only one activity that is without any precedent. So only one I am drawing. This is activity A. Now after A is over, three activities I can start B, C, D. So I am drawing three arrow marks. B, C, D. activity B. So this is B. Then C. Then D. 3 activities can be marked immediately after A. B, C, D. Then, so after D is over, E can be started. So here I am starting E. After D is over, E can be started. Now, B and C are over means then F can be started. So here I am starting F. So B and C both should be completed to start F. When E and F are completed, this is E. Okay, E and F are completed, I can start G. So here I am drawing G. When G is over, then complete project is over. That's all. No more activities. So it is G. So finally it leads to end. Okay, only one end. Okay. So now, so we shall fill up the duration and then proceed with forward pass. So duration for A is 2, duration for B is 1, duration for C is 1, D is 2, duration for E is 2, duration for F is 5, duration for G is 3. So durations are filled. Now we shall proceed with forward pass. So in forward pass, 0, 0th week we are starting 0 plus 2, 2. Then here all these will be 2. So second week only we can start BCD. 2 plus 1 becomes 3 and 2 plus 1 again becomes 3. 2 plus 2 becomes 4. Now here 3, 3. So 3. 3 plus 5 becomes 8. And here 4. So after this is over, we can start here. So fourth week this can be started. 4 plus 2 becomes 6. 8 and 6, which is higher. 8 is higher. So 8 should be filled here. 8 plus 3, 11. So 11 is the nominal time to complete this project. Now backward. Now we shall start backward phase. So in that 11 is fixed. Without changing the final schedule, how can we adjust other activities? 11 minus 3 becomes 8. 11 minus 3, 8. Yes, right. So this can be completed during 8th week. So 8 minus 2 becomes 6th week. I can start with some delay. Here 8. 8 minus 5, 3. For this only 3rd week. So if this is to be started with 3rd week means if this is to be completed in 3rd week. So 3 minus 1 becomes 2. 3 minus 1 again becomes 2. Here this can be started at 6th week means this can be completed at 6th week. 6 minus 2 becomes 4. Okay. So these two are to be started at 2nd week. This can be started at 4th week. So which is earlier? 2nd. So by 2nd week I should complete this so that these two can be started correctly. So 2 minus 2 becomes 0. Now calculate the float value. 0 minus 0, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 2, 2. And here 3 minus 3, 0. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 8, 0. So critical activities are Which are the critical activities? A is the critical activity. B, wherever float value is 0, those are critical activities. A, B, C, then F and G. A, B, C, F and G. Okay, critical path. Two paths are there. A, B, F, G and A, C, F, G. These two are the critical paths. Okay, so I am simply marking. A, B, F, G. This is one critical path. A, C, F, G. This is another critical path. A, D, E, G is not a critical path. Okay, so D can be delayed. E can also be delayed. So this is how activity on node network can be done to identify the critical path. Okay, now next activity on arrow network. So in this, so now first I'll be drawing the event number 1. From here only one event can be started, that is A. So for A, the duration is 2. Okay, then after A is over, I'll be ending in event 2. So being in event 2, I can start 3. B, C, D. B, C, D. 3 events, 3 activities can be carried out. B, C, D. So activity B, C, D. B 1, C 1, D is duration. So when B and C are over, I can carry out F. So these two are ending in one event. From here, I can start F. So I am numbering this as 3. From here, I can start F. When D is over, I am ending at event, another event. That event number is 4. From here, I can start E. So I can start E. So duration for E is 2. Duration for F is 5. When E and F are over, I'll be ending up in an event, that is event number 5. So from that, I can start G. Duration for, yes, Pam? Even numbering our own wish. Okay. G equal to 3. This is the duration for G. And finally, we'll be ending up in event number 6. Okay. Now, so this will be the final event. So now we shall fill up earliest dates in the forward pass. Earliest date 0 here, 0 plus 2 becomes 2 here, 2 plus 1, this is one path. Again 2 plus 1, another path, both are becoming 3, so 3. And in this path for F, so again I am having 2 paths, through B, through C, both are yielding 3, so 3 plus 5 becomes 8. And for this, I have one more choice. 2 plus 2 plus 2 here. This is another choice. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. So 6 is less than 8. So I am choosing 8 itself. Okay. And 8 plus 3, 11. So this is also ending up 11 as like the previous diagram. Okay. Now in the backward pass, final duration we should fix as it is 11. 11 minus 3 becomes 8, and 8 minus 5 becomes 3 here. 8 minus 2, here I didn't fill. 2 plus 2 becomes 4 here. From backtrack, 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 becomes 6. Here 3 minus 1 becomes 2. 3 minus 1 becomes 2. Both are 2. So I am fixing 2. 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So now backward pass is also over. So now we shall fill up the slack value. Slack value 0 minus 0, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. Here 3 minus 3, 0. Here 6 minus 4, 2. And 8 minus 8, 0. 11 minus 11, 0. So you could see here only this activity is not critical activity. All others are critical activities. So in the previous diagram, activity D and E are resulted as critical, non-critical activities. Here, this event. So you could see D and E, where these D and E are joining. That point is not critical event, that point. Okay, so this is also resulting with similar result. Okay, you could see this diagram gives us the overall schedule as 11, and this also gives us the overall schedule as 11. Okay, so we shall try extending this activity on no arrow network. This is also over. A, B, F, G, that is also critical path. A, C, F, G, that is also critical path. Okay, A, D, E, G, that is not a critical path. Okay, so both are giving same result. Now to extend this with PERT, we can add optimistic time and pessimistic time based on this most likely time. The given duration I have taken as most likely, and some lesser value as optimistic time, and some greater value as pessimistic time. Now today you can take this as a screenshot, and you can complete this expected duration and standard deviation, and you can also proceed further with drawing the PERT diagram as we have seen in the starting of the session. Okay, like this. Okay, so after drawing this, after calculating this expected duration and standard deviation for activity, then we have to calculate this expected duration and standard deviation for the event. So that is to be calculated, and then for any event we can apply this Z value calculation according to our estimate. Okay, so for this question, based on activity on arrow network and CPM network, 11 weeks is the duration. We shall try the probability of completing this in 11 weeks. Maybe this is giving 11-week time. So maybe at least more than half of the probability we can get using PERT, so that you can try and tell me in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow anyone can show the result as today Brinda showed. Brinda showed only duration and standard deviation calculation, but I want beyond that, drawing the diagram, also completing the event-wise duration and standard deviation. That also to be completed, and check the Z value for completing the project in 11th week. Who is the volunteer to show the result tomorrow? I need a volunteer.